Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The quote-unquote biggest game of the year is the Rugby League World Cup Grand Final. Even the bloody Rock is getting behind it.
Here we go. I am delivering this message with boundless love and boundless reverence and respect and boundless pride. For my boys, my Usos, the Toa Samoa rugby team, they are going to the men's final of the Rugby League World Cup.
And what a story for the world's biggest game. You've got Australia, the defending champions, the most dominant side in the sport. They have been the favourite since the 2017 World Cup ended for a reason. They are Apollo Creed, and then you have Samoa. After getting slaughtered in their opening game, they have found their form, a small island with 200,000 people, and they are ready to cause one of the greatest upsets in world sports. Reminds me of another underdog. Guys, girls, and Usos, we don't need to hype the game up anymore. Instead, we're going to be previewing this awesome clash, and I'll let you know my official prediction. Who wins, by how much, and who gets man of the match. But if you are new to the channel, I'll quickly explain the rules. Firstly, you need to subscribe if you have not done so already, because you don't want to be that guy that's talking footy with your mates and isn't subscribed. You also need to George to fill that like button if you enjoy the video, and leave a comment down below. Am I right? Am I dumb? That is for you to decide in that comment section, and let's get straight into the meat of this preview. Now look, every YouTuber and their fit mother is going to talk about how Australia can beat Samoa, but let's be honest. Australia are heavy favourites for a reason, and if we compare the two teams 1-17, we could probably give Australia a 13-4 win. That's just an estimation. I'm not here to rile up the comment section. Instead, let's focus on how Samoa can beat Australia, and it's honestly a very simple answer in words rather than practice. For Samoa to have any chance of beating Australia, they have to at least match them in the middle. Their back three have to run all for 200 plus meters and lay the platform for their sets, and we need to see more magic from Daddy Luai. Now, the great thing about this preview is that I don't have to sit here and say Samoa's best matchup chance is the forwards, because while they are massively outmatched in the spine, the Samoan forwards and backline on their day can go toe-to-toe with the Aussies. Now, the battle in the middle is obviously crucial, and if Australia rolls Samoa just like the Poms did in the opening round, then it'll be a long night for the Usos. But unlike most sides across the world, it seems that it isn't up to the forwards to set the platform for Samoa. It's that back five. To'o is leading the World Cup in running meters, which should be no surprise because he has been a fundamental ingredient to all success of his sides. Suoli'i is the same. However, I am worried because if I am Mal, I am putting as much pressure on that young fella as possible. Because as good as he will be one day, Joseph the Great has not shown any ball playing skills throughout this World Cup or for the Roosters in that final game of the season, and I know that's extremely unfair to criticise him for that, but this is a World Cup final. If I'm Australia, I am forcing Suoli'i to move that ball, because if you want to hang back and let him have a chance one-on-one, then young Joseph could be in for a great night. But let's be totally honest, Samoa's biggest threat to beating Australia is their best player. Mr. Daddy Luai holds the keys to the kingdom for the Uso brothers, leading the tournament in try assist and has arguably been the competition's best half. If Samoa can keep it close, then they have all the chance in the world. We saw it in both semi-finals that it takes something special to win these big games. Just look at the 3 tries Australia scored against New Zealand. So if Samoa can keep it close, then all they need is some Luai magic, a miracle offload from Bolo, or God help, an intercept from Crichton to win the game. And then maybe we're sitting here talking about how Samoa have just won the World Cup. But I am taking Australia. I'm backing my side because, like I said, when you compare the two sides on paper, Australia are just too good. All it takes is for Cleary and Munster to go off, and then Samoa a real no chance. Even the dummy half battle, if a 10 out of 10 Luai can match a 10 out of 10 Munster, but even a 7 out of 10 Cleary is going to be able to beat a 10 out of 10 Milford. And then the dummy half battle is completely one-sided. I mean, you got Harry Grant coming off the bench for the Aussies. So I'm taking Australia. If they can just match him in the backs and the forwards, then I think Australia just have too much class. They got the ball playing at the back with Tedesco. They got Munster, they got Cleary. They've got any player who, if they just want to, can break the game open. They've got Latrell Mitchell as well. I don't think the backs are going to go off for Australia like we have seen. I think it will be a pretty close game. So as long as Australia and Samoa go toe for toe in the middle, then I think Australia will win this game. Unless we see an absolutely incredible performance from Daddy, then I don't think anything can happen that will allow Samoa to walk away with the win. So, my prediction, Australia to win this game by 10 points. I think Samoa will do what they've been doing. Make it gritty, make it close. Pretty much play like Penrith. But there's two dudes who know how to beat Penrith. It's Isaiah Yeo and Nathan Cleary. So, I'm picking Australia. I'm picking them by, we'll go with 10 points. And my man of the match, there's been a lot of criticism around him, but I think this is when Nathan Cleary finally cements himself as that Australian halfback for the long-term future, cementing himself as one of the great players in the game and putting himself in just the conversation for he's probably already a Hall of Famer. But guys and gals, let me know, who do you think wins the 2021 Rugby League World Cup in 2022? Who walks away with the player of the match? And let me know down below. Do you think Samoa have any chance of shocking the world? It's going to be incredible, guys, and I can't wait for it. So smash that like button, treat it like Cameron Munster and your George Tafua. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.